done that, and I don't want you to do that. There is a better way. So what we're going to do tonight, we're going to go into that, right? Into that better way. How can you make money online, right? Even if you're new, even if you're new to this and you've probably been watching and seeing all these people out here living their best life, putting, making all the bread, getting everything together, right? And especially while the economy is squeezing single moms specifically the hardest, right? All the craziness that's going on in Minnesota, and all that is just wild. Just freezing the childcare funding, making it so that people can't have money to get their babies taken care of, so they can go make the money they need to feed themselves. Right? It's crazy. But we're gonna make a way, right? We got, it's the better days. It's the better days here. So the skills that you already have, but you don't recognize, right, are all the skills that you really need. What's blocking you spiritually and mentally, right? We're gonna break right on through that tonight. We're gonna get right on through that. And we're gonna talk about the digital opportunities that are out here right now, like right now, that exist, and that and how to do them, how to get them, so we can get to this bag, right? Because we got to eat, the groceries getting high, the tariffs, all the things, right? This is the time, mama, to clock in. It is a brand new year. It's only the 9th of January. It's still the new year, right? It's still time to make some changes so we can make sure that 26 looks way better than 25 did. So I want to show you about the Mompreneur Method. And specifically, what's so special about that is the community. The community there, we are so supportive of each other. And also too, MPM, I have purchased several different digital marketing courses and trying to learn this. But the Mompreneur Method is the simplest one, and it simplifies everything so that if you've been feeling stuck or overwhelmed, if you've been trying to get into this game and didn't have nobody to hold your hand, or every time you have a question, somebody want to charge you more money to ask the question, sis, come on. It's overwhelming. We don't want you to be stuck or tired. We want you to be right here. This is right where you want to be, right in the Mompreneur Method, in the MPM. So like I said, with other moms that are out here lifting each other and encouraging each other, so we can all get it, right? It's enough out here for everybody. So, just real quick, I just want to talk about some of the real ish that single mamas go through, right? Some of the challenges that we have. So when we're doing everything alone, right, your time is already super stretched thin, which means your patience is probably stretched thin right along with that, right? You're doing everything. That's the school drop offs, that's the work, that's cooking dinner, that's making sure your baby's hair. I don't know about you. I feel like I'm getting a little traumatized now that my baby's getting a little older. I gotta make sure their hair is always done and they have much more of an opinion about it. But anyway, right? That's what we have to do. That we do the homework, we do the bath time, making sure their projects are great, the last minute stuff, all the things. Laundry, right? And then maybe, just maybe, if you're doing really good, right, you get a few minutes for yourself before you before you pass out in the bed every night at night, right? And I know that story because I lived it. I lived it every day for a long time. And it's really hard, right? In addition to all those things, and those are the physical requirements. Those are just the physical things that we have to put in and put the effort in. But also too, we have the financial pressure as well. You got that right on top of it, right? Groceries gonna run up, and it's crazy. Rent is crazy. Oof! I said, live in the DMV area, where I had to get me a house because this rent is out of control. It's as much as mortgages, if not more, right? I'm so grateful I don't have to worry about nobody's daycare at this point because I know that was a grip. When my babies were babies, my daycare bill was as high as my rent, right? It was crazy. Now that was 13 years ago, so I know it's probably gotten out of control now, right? And so everything just keeps going up, all the way up, right? And everybody says, you can start a business or whatever, and it's like, girl, how, right? Like when am I, when, and with what money, right? So, and also specifically, oh, my heart goes out to you if you don't have a support system. If you don't have some cousins or a homegirl or a nana or somebody that can give you a little break from time to time, just so that you can have a moment for yourself, right? No support system, right? And then when they say, "Let me know if you need anything," but when you reach out to them, we don't, you can't get them to help you, right? They disappear, right? And especially if you don't have a partner that's there with you, that tag team life with, right? That is really daunting and really frustrating. And I literally remember, a few years ago, literally praying about that, right? And the reality is, because I wanted some help, it's like my soul is tired, right? But the reality is, you are the partner, right? We got to make it happen. Our kids looking up at us, they like, all right, they just expecting things to happen. So we got to make it happen, right? And what's really hard, and another thing I want to address this evening is guilt. Moms, we live with, I don't know about you, so maybe just me, a lot of mom guilt, right? Even on the good days, right? Single moms, we feel guilty for having our own dreams that we don't have the time and space to pursue. We feel guilty for resting. We feel guilty for wanting more. I don't know you. When I take a break sometimes from my girls, I feel guilty. I'm listening, missing out on whatever, on what's going on with them. And also, we always want to have more, but it's just like it's so hard to find the time and space to make those things happen, right? And also, too, we have the fear of failing our kids, right? We don't want them to end up having a rough life. We always want our babies, hopefully, good mamas. We want our babies to do better than we did, right? And the one that's the deepest and the hardest here, person tired, just to realize it. Here's the truth, right? Is that we don't fail your kids by trying. You fail them by letting fear stop you from making things happen. There's so many people out here just operating out of that sense of fear, right? But that's what it is. That's what stops you. And that's when you fail, right? When you quit. But we're not doing that anymore. Like I said, it's new year. We got goals. We got things to accomplish. We got things to do, right? And so we want to make sure we're taken care of and provided, and our babies are taken care of and provided, no matter how haywire this administration continues to go. So here's something that you probably never realized, right? If you didn't, let me enlighten you. That's what we want to do here tonight. The single moms, we are the best already. We have the best business skills already because we run in households. We already running businesses, right? So let me just prove it to you, right? Budgeting. We gotta do that budget. We gotta do that budget weekly, right? We got a penny pinch and coordinate and move them little couple last dollars around, right? Whether it's the ramen gonna carry us through to the next payday, or sparsing out and dividing a pack of chicken so everybody got their own piece or what have you, right? We got to do the budgeting, the negotiating. I don't know about you, these kids, these 2026 kids, they rotten. They rotten. They want to negotiate everything like they contributing, like they got money to pay on stuff, right? But we want to give them the best. We want to give them the world. So they negotiate like little attorneys. And I definitely have one daughter. I really might be starting to save up for law school for her to get there, right? But you got to hold your own with them because you don't want them to be completely out of control, right? Time management skills. We have to have time management skills in dealing with these kids. We run our homes and our lives, right? Or we schedule like operations managers, right? They have practices, they have recitals, they have I don't know. It's always something like, I don't know, for me, maybe it maybe just my kids. They always got some last minute thing we got to run out and do, in the evening when I don't feel like it. Right? The creativity that we have, right? And problem solving as well. We have to solve all the problems. That's what moms do. We solve everybody's problems, right? If they can't find a sock, or if they arguing over somebody got so and so's jeans or whatever, right? It's nonstop with kids. Excuse me. But we fix everything. They come to us. That's what they look for us to. That's one of the many roles that we do and we fulfill for these babies as their moms, right? Our creativity, right? We stretch resources like magic, right? We got to have a magic wand, stretch out these dollars, these little pennies, and make sure we good to go, right? And the reality is, you're not inexperienced. You are unrecognized, and that's really it. And what you need is not motivation, it's strategy and structure, right? That we it's funny because we can implement and apply it to our kids, right? But we need to go ahead and just get you a new strategy, some new structure to get you to get to this bag, right? So that's exactly what the Mompreneur Method is built around, and it's really all about. It is, like I said, streamlined, concise education and training, so that you can get on and get your stuff up and get running and get on and get to this bag, right? And that's what it is. So that's the pillars that the system was built around. So we introduced the digital opportunities that are going on out here that you see every day, right? Let's break this all the way down. Just a few ways that moms can make money right now, right? You can make a digital product, whether you're talking about an ebook, a template, a planner. Once you create one of those things, and these are things that look, mamas need all of these things, right? I'm literally about to update myself a new planner, and like it's the ninth. I've been a little busy, but this weekend I'm gonna go and get me a planner because I'm gonna need that to keep my life in order for the rest of this year. Right? Once you create it once, you sell it as many times over and over and over again, and you can sell them 24 hours a day while you are literally in your bed sleeping, or while you're out at your baby's soccer game, or whatever that's going on. Number two, another way you can make money out here: content creation. Not influencer fame, just simple, value driven videos that lead people to a product or to a resource, or to another person that can help them solve a problem. Number three, affiliate marketing. So affiliate marketing is recommending something that you already use and getting paid for it. When I tell you, that's one of my favorites, and that's when I like really had an epiphany when it comes to digital marketing, because I remember I was going around in those little things they put under your eyes to get to help with the darkness, because I got dark circles since I became a mom under my eyes. And I was just running errands and stuff like that. And people, when I tell you, like 3 or 4 different people either said something to me about it, or I got like the little thumbs up from the other girlies out when I was out and about. And just literally I would give a little commercial in the daggone sheets in the gas station to this lady, and she was like, "Do those things work?" And then I'm just running up. I didn't get paid for that, right? But that was practice. And once I learned that affiliate marketing is the same damn thing, I was like, oh, I do this every day, right? I got this. So anyway, so that's affiliate marketing. So again, just recommending something that you already use and love, and you getting paid for that. Number four, using your online skills, right? Whether it's admin work, customer service, editing, Canva design, social media management, right? These are high in demand skills and jobs that people need, and they need these services now. And you can do all these things from home, a lot of these things from your phone. Ideally, probably you want to get on a laptop, right? For the online marketing, if you're doing that type of stuff. But number five, automation. Yo, AI is going crazy right now. It is going crazy right now. So automation systems that work even while you're asleep, or at your kids' games, or whatever you're doing with yourself, right? Getting your feet done. And I do that all the time when I'm my girl Wanda hooking up my toes. I'm on the phone doing my digital products, right? So that is not the end of the era. So that we are ending the era of working harder, right? We are working smarter, and we are ushering into this digital wealth era flawlessly that's coming upon us. The Mompreneur Method community breakdown. Like I said, that is a place to be, and I'm so happy. Um, Again, as I mentioned earlier, I've bought a few different types of trainings and courses and all that stuff, trying to learn about this digital space. And I've seen some things in them, in those things, and I've gotten some really discouraging feedback from some of them before. And then also too, we have the community we're supposed to help follow each other and lift each other up and all that stuff. I've had people like follow me so I could, get to my subscriber count, just try to make the next milestone. By the time I go on my site to go do something about it, they unfollowed me. So just weird things, right? You know what I'm saying? But not in the mompreneur method, not in that community. There's some phenomenal mamas in there. And again, just sharing ideas, sharing wisdom, just sharing how this space is growing and evolving, and continuing to encourage and lift each other up so that we can all continue to get this bag and we can keep growing out here, right? So community is everything. And moms, we understand. We how many times have you gone somewhere to played the park or something with your kids, and you start clicking with other mom, because we get it, right? We in the trenches together. And we're gonna help each other out and get about these foxholes, right? So the Mompreneur Method includes weekly faith-centered mindset sessions. We meet up twice a week, and we just sit and we keep each other accountable, right? We hold each other accountable, and just any questions, frustrations we're having. The the creator, Sierra Jonay, she is awesome, and she will definitely call you to the carpet and just really give you those. And we all are working together to give you those skills and tips and things that we need to continue to get better and evolve, right? Things that we're noticing, things that we've learned. And also too, there are monthly digital marketing trainings, step-by-step tutorials that you can follow with zero experience, literally videos that you can go on there and just watch and implement, right? Plug and play. Script libraries, templates, caption banks, digital product ideas, examples, all of the things, accountability and support, all those things in there, right? And a safe space for healing, learning, and elevating, right? And so what makes it so different, like I said, and that's without somebody coming to one of the first communities I got into. Every time I had a question, it was like, oh, well, you just need to schedule a one-on-one session with me, boo, for another $100. I'm like, I'm still paying for this initial course. Like, what? But we need that, especially when you're getting started in this thing. There's so much information. You're trying to keep it clear in your head. And when I tell you, when you have somebody that's helping you walk through it, it's so easy. It's just like, oh, like once it just clicks, and we help each other out until we get there. So, especially for single moms, right? We don't want to have any unrealistic expectations out here. Not trying to be part of this hustle culture, because the reality is, as a single mother, we don't really have a whole lot of space to do that. I tried it. I've been there and done that. And it's hard, especially what's really crazy is, especially if your kids are little, because while you out here trying to be part of this hustle culture and going and get these other jobs and doing those other things, that's unless you just have a phenomenal support system of people. But most people out here, they get worn out watching your kids. If they're not their kids, think about it. Think about it. Your kids get on your nerves after a while, right? You don't think your kids getting on somebody else's nerves? You ask them all the time to watch your kids so you can go make some money all the time, and they're not their kids, right? They might love them, but like they get a little taxed after a little while, right? So, and if not, and then that means you're paying somebody. You're paying a babysitter. You're paying a daycare provider. You're paying somebody else's services, and so they're making money. And so that means whatever you're trying to make at the other job, you got to break that off. It's like a tip out, right? It's not getting you where you're trying to go, right? And I'm just saying it because I've been there and I know, and I got very frustrated. And then, then you're burnt out on top of that, then your money ain't right, then you tight, and it's a cycle we trying to leave in the past, right? So instead of the hustle culture, and also too, just to go into that real quick too, as a divine feminine, we should don't got no business out here hustling. As a divine feminine, as women, as the empresses that we are, and that's what empresses are. We grow things. Empresses grow things. We grow our community, we grow our empires, right? And the reality is we should be attracting the blessings, attracting opportunities, attracting the right clientele, and attracting the right community of people, right? Like the Mompreneur Method, like them ladies, right? So instead of being part of the hustle culture, let's implement the correct systems, the correct strategies, and the things that we need so that we can work smart and not hard. And also too, it's a sense of sisterhood, and that's such a blessing in these days and times, right? So if you are listening out there and you feeling it, you feeling a little spark, a little tingle, a little something going on, you like, dang, I really want to switch things up this year. I really want to start making money from home and being able to spend more time with my babies and not missing out on so much with them, especially as they're going, they need you there, mom. Right? So that's how you feel it, and you want to get to know more about this. That's God telling you it's time. It's time to make a change, right? Change for the better. So go ahead and click in the description box. The link is there to my stand store, and I want you to check out my free digital pink print. My free digital pink print, so that you can have an introduction and just give you a little bit of glance into and some insight into what actually does that mean. What is digital marketing? What does that look like, right? And then lock in your spot, right? So you don't have to figure this out on your own anymore, because this is not a good it's a lonely place to be trying to figure this out, especially with things continuously evolving and changing as they are in this space. So, all right, mamas, if you out there, if you have any questions, I want you to go and drop them in the chat. Ask me anything about digital marketing, about the mindset, about money healing, whatever you need. And I'm gonna actually go ahead and start looking through here and seeing what this looks like. So let's do this together. So share screen. Okay, let me do this. Let's get in there first, huh? Let me open this up. Okay, share screen. We're gonna share the Mompreneur Method. Okay, now what's happening? Oh, look at that! You can see me, you can see me, you can see me. Now, how can I? Hmm. Pop out dashboard. see what we got going on with her. Share. Hmm. Okay. How can I see what y'all see? Let me see. Okay. Well, I guess you guys are this. This don't seems weird, but I feel like I'd like to see what y'all see. That's okay. I'll go back and watch this later. So this is the training. This is the Mompreneur Method. Look how crude it is. And so let's just go into, let's see, this is the community. Let's do this. Let's look at a few testimonials. And as you can see here, we have class tomorrow morning. Tomorrow being Saturday, about 11 o'clock, we are going to tag up together and just, check in with each other since our last meeting on Wednesday and just see how everybody's doing. If anybody's had any challenges, questions, things, just we can continue to share with each other. And it's funny, it says, I'm online. Anyway, so this is the testimonials and just to see how people are doing. And this is just talking mainly about the training and just how awesome it's been. Oh, look at that. I'm on the leaderboard. Oh, I feel so special. I feel so special. Okay. Anyway, so this is it. Let's see. And this is Miranda. I'm gonna say I'm gonna check that because I agree. I co-sign completely and wholeheartedly. I got a few courses myself. I got the Simply Passive and the DWA and I got another one. I can't think of some other ones too. I don't want to keep calling other stuff out, but this is the simplest and most broken down course that I have in my collection. It's not overcomplicated. It's just straight to the point, and I love it. I love that. I love it too. The Mentor Mama, no other courses information. It's in there. Meet people where we are. Mamas, we have been mentors since we've been born, and especially since becoming mothers. This is why our experience is the best teacher. Get these modules and study yourself. Approved. God bless. God bless. God bless. So I'm gonna give another one here because I'm gonna give this lady her flowers. You birth a human, now birth the business. Yep, this lesson confirmed something powerful for me rebirthing myself. I meant I was also birthed in a business. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Empresses. That's literally what we do. We get pregnant with these, whether it's a baby or an idea, and we birth and we grow and we nurture phenomenal things. So and people, right? I learned my pain wasn't wasted. It became the foundation for my purpose. My purpose became my path to my profit. Uncomfortable and unfamiliar places in my life weren't punishment. I'm not gonna go to those sound like a real deep testimonial, but let's see. Let's look at some of these trainings. So then go to the classroom. Like I said again, you see here. Let's see. Yeah. So and this right here, this gorgeous girl right here. It's a Mama Bot, and this is actually a brand new addition to the Mompreneur Method, and that is just as you can see, that's Sierra. That's how she looks in her as her AI twin. That's really there to answer any questions or issues or challenges. Whew, sorry, a knot in my hair. You guys can probably still see me. hmm So yeah. So any questions? If you're not sure what you want to post, or just anytime you get stuck, or and you're not sure if you need a strategy for the day. I mean, of course, when you go through the training and everything, you'll have a better idea and understanding of what that looks like. But just from day to day, sometimes you're like, okay, I don't really know what I want to post about it, what I want to really talk about this week or whatever. So you got Mama by here, and literally just a click away, and just to help you get into the flow and let you, you know, let you flow, and let you continue to flow and get to the bag. Let's see. I never looked at all this myself. Be honest with you. Yay! That's me. Yeah, that's your girl. What else? Go back to the classroom. Let's look at um Mama's foundation. So she literally has voice videos in here, and that's the
All
training.
right, so let's talk the B theory: value, voice, and visibility. Because when you show up with purpose, your presence becomes powerful. Now, value ain't just about what.
Okay, so I can't give it to you all right up the top like that. But anyway, so you see it and you see what I'm talking about, and it's just a phenomenal training. And again, particularly because us moms, we have a lot going on. We got to still deal with our kids and stuff. It's just cut out the fluff. You know what I'm saying? So to have a more concise set of training that we can get through and get to the meat of things, and still have this phenomenal support system that we have to help when we feel like we're stuck or confused or not quite sure what forgot, what's the next move, what's the next. We have all these tools here, and it's amazing. Such an awesome community. So before we wrap up, I just want to say something real quick. I just want to speak life over you real quick, because I know that there's definitely some times being a single mom, like I said, it can be a very lonely, dark road. And for me, especially, I definitely remember just really feeling defeated and challenged a lot of different times in my life, particularly when your finances aren't where you want them to be, particularly when you have kids that have challenges and things going on with them, and you're doing it all by yourself. You have to be the nurturer and the provider all by yourself. That is really taxing. And physically, mentally, emotionally, all the things. And it can be hard to even feel like you have the courage to continue on just for yourself. And again, I'm just speaking from my heart, because I know, I know it's quite a challenge, right? But the reality is, you are not broken, you are not behind, and you're not doing this alone. That's why I love the Mompreneur Method, because we all know, and it's not all single mothers in there. Me personally, I'm resonating with, and I really want to make sure I encourage and uplift all the single moms, because I know a lot of them. I know a lot of them are struggling. I know a lot of them that have degrees. They have all the trappings and the things that that they should be much better along in life, but shit happens, right? Or elder parents, just whatever's going on. Again, especially when you're doing it by yourself, it is very challenging. So know that NPM, we got you. We got each other's backs, and you're not all doing this alone. So, and excuse me, and mm, and above and beyond that, and further than that, the reality is God is walking with you, right? He is walking with you. He is carrying you, really, at the end of the day. And you are strong, mama. We are strong. We have to be as mom. It is a relentless, relentless job, but you're strong, and you're chosen. At the end of the day, God chose you to be those babies' moms, right? Regardless of whatever anybody says, the circumstances that got you there, God chose you to be those babies' mother, right? And didn't know that, right? And then we need to just encourage each other. I get so discouraged with the world and the things the way that are right now. So to have a safe space and a safe place where we can heal and grow and encourage each other and lift each other up to be better, and to reach and tap into our potential. Like, yes, let's do this. Let's all the way do it. And I appreciate you spending this time with me. I really do. And I hope to see you in the Mompreneur Method community on our sell it Saturdays. If you want, I can, oh, that's not for you to talk about. But in the meantime, like I said, go ahead and check out the description box, or the link in my bio, the link to my stand store, and you go and check it out. Like I said, get a little nibble, a little nip. Let's see what's going on with that. So let me just start over again. Yeah, get my practice on. Still here for like 1 minute. Well, hello, my beautiful mamas. How y'all doing this evening? Hello, hello. How you doing? Happy Friday. I hope everybody is doing blessed and highly favored and feeling it, because you are. And just welcome on in. I'm so very happy that y'all are here with me tonight. This is my very first YouTube live, and so I'm really excited. I'm just, about being able to fill some of these things out. And whoa, there we go. It's my whole face. Just about being here, and just reaching this milestone. It's really cool. This journey has really been cool. So before we get started, if you're out there, please let me know in the chat where you're from. And if you are a mom, mama's mama, mama's mama's baby mama, mama to be, auntie, a bonus mama, whatever, right? All the mamas out here, all the mamas across the world, we are so important and we are so needed, especially in this crazy world we live in right now, right? Or just, are you a future CEO? Or you all the things all at once, right? So whoever, whichever type of mama you are, godmama, grandmama, right? This space is for you. It's for us. Before I fully introduce myself, can we please let God come up in the chat, in the stream for a minute, because we really need Him all up and through all our energy. Father God, I just want to thank you for every woman that tunes in tonight and who visits this live later. Cover her, God, cover her home, cover her peace, cover her bank account, cover her babies, cover her confidence, and help instill that in her, Lord God, in her future. Cover her and let her know she's covered and she's blessed. Let tonight be the beginning of clarity, of hope, and alignment for these mamas. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. So, what's going on, y'all? Happy Friday. TGIF. I just wanted to give a quick introduction of myself for just a moment here. My name is Natasha. Welcome to the Digital Empress Lounge. And this is my space here that I've created for us because I want us here to empower each other, to elevate and educate each other. So I'm a single mom, proud single mom. I'm out here killing it. I have two twin girls. They are amazing little people, 13-year-olds, and I'm a woman who has fought hard. To rebuild her life, right? I literally had to move states and start from scratch and have a whole nother feast of or journey of trials and tribulations to get here. And I'm so grateful for the journey. God is so good to me. So along amongst the journey, I wish earlier on I had learned about digital marketing or that we had this, right? And to get into that at that point in time. But we here now and we're gonna keep blazing it up going forward. So I know exactly what it feels like to have these bills stacked up, out of control, and just overwhelming. And it's just daunting, right? At the end of the day, I know what it's like to be so stressed out and depressed because I don't know how I'm gonna pay these bills that stacked up on the table. That I just want to cry. So I go take it into the shower so my babies don't hear me, right? I know what it's like. I know exactly what that feels like, and to be the only one that your babies depend on, right? To be the only one that they're looking for when they lose their sock or or if it's something wild in the early in the middle of the night, and all the rest of the day hours of the day, right? As a single mom, that shit, it's all on you, and these then babies are dependent on you. But I also know that God did not put you in that situation for nothing. He is for you. He is for your family and for your babies and for your well-being and your growth. He didn't put that fire that's inside of you for nothing either. I'm here because I fully heartedly believe that single mothers, we deserve options, right? Not just struggle. Not just struggle. We deserve options. We deserve everything because this joint is not a game, right? Being the nurturer and the provider, the beauty and the beast. That joint is it's not easy, right? But that's why I joined the Mompreneur Method, MPM. It is a digital community of other mothers that are all helping each other learn how to make money without sacrificing all their time with their babies, right? We want to be, listen, the provider and the nurture, right? We want to be there for them and hug them when they need hugs and tuck them in and all that great stuff, reading bedtime stories and all that good stuff. But in the day, sometimes we gotta go get that bag, right? And sometimes that's in conflict. So that's a very hard thing to grapple with from time to time. So what is this live about tonight, right? Why are you joining me? Why are you hanging out with me tonight? And that's much appreciated. Because I want to go deep a little bit. I want to talk about how we can make money online, even with this jacked up ass economy that we're living in, especially in this jacked up ass economy that we're living in right now, when the economy is squeezing single moms particularly the hardest, right? I don't know how much you're paying attention to world events, but they're trying to freeze all this funding, the government funding that usually helps all these moms to make things happen, to take care of their babies, to eat, EBT stuff, all that stuff, right? All that stuff is going out the window, right? So prayerfully you're not one of those moms that's reliant and dependent on those things, because now what's the backup plan? So instead of relying on these people, what else we're going to talk about tonight is relying on and identifying the skills that you already have, but you don't recognize, right? A lot of us are spiritually blocked up, right? We constipated. We are spiritually and mentally constipated out here because we are just traumatized a little bit. So we want to break right on through that tonight. We're gonna X-lax. Y'all don't pay me no mind. I'm definitely tired, but we're gonna keep on pushing through because God is good and this is good, and I want y'all to have this information. The digital opportunities that exist right now in this space, in this digital wealth era that we were ushering into, baby, I want you to know about it. I want you to understand it, and I want you to have access to it, right? And that's what we're doing in the Mompreneur Method. We are building this community up and educating and breaking it down into small, digestible pieces. How do we get in here and make this money and make this happen? Simplifying everything, because we know mamas don't got a whole lot of extra time, and we don't want to be spending it going and doing unnecessary stuff, right? So if you've been feeling stuck, you've been feeling overwhelmed or scared or tired, and you ready to make some changes, in the right place, mama. Let's talk about the real, right? The real stuff that single moms face, the real challenges that we face as single moms, right? The time poverty, right? When you're doing everything by yourself, you are already stretched thin with your time. Yes, because we gotta do everything, right? From literally from sun up to sundown. And this, till these babies get to a certain age, we gotta do school drop offs, right? Let me back it up. Let me back it up before that. We gotta make sure these babies' hair looks straight and they don't go out the house looking crazy, right? Their clothes is looking right and all that stuff, right? Before they even go to school and do the drops off, so they can go learn and be great. Cooking dinner, right? Work. So we got to go to work first, go make the money, right? Then we got to come home, cook dinner, check on their homework, make sure that don't, look crazy. Make sure they got clean clothes, do their laundry, do all the things, clean up the mess, all those things, right? And then maybe, if you're lucky, and if you got kids that either well trained or just sweethearts, right? You might get a few minutes to just, I don't know, catch your favorite show, read a book, take a bath for just a few minutes before you pass out, right? Pass the F out. So I know that story because I lived it for a long time, for a very long time. And also, too, it makes it hard, in addition to all these things, is when your finances ain't right. When your finances are right, everything else is harder. Everything else around you is harder. In addition to that, these groceries and these tariffs, the rent, everything's all the way up right now in January 2026, and it's really amazing. And everybody keeps saying, right, that you should start a business, but girl, how? With what money, right? How we gonna do this? So three, another issue for a hard hitting issue for moms, single moms, is the lack of a support system. So let me tell you something. If you have one, if you have a village and a community, make sure that you thank them, because that is priceless. To be able to have somebody that you can trust with your babies, while you need to get a break, when you need to do a mental reset for yourself and remember who you are, baby, that is priceless. That really is. So, and hopefully you have the type of support system that actually comes through for you, not the ones that the people say, let me know if you need anything. And then when you call them, I can't help you, sis, right? You need a genuine, reliable support system. And particularly, when I say like a real support system, like your day to day, you don't have typically a life partner that you, a tag team life with partner, right? That can just pick up the slack where you leaving off. You are the partner. You are every woman when you're a single mom, right? And that can really wear you down sometimes. So another challenge that we face as single moms, right, is guilt. Mom guilt is a real thing. It really is. Guilt on even the good days sometimes, right? And single moms, especially, we feel guilty for having dreams and big goals that we know that we don't have the space or time or energy to pursue like that, right? And also, too, we feel guilty sometimes for wanting more, for not just being, I guess, satisfied with what we got with our babies, and just again, just having that, like, dang, well, I kind of wanted more. I wanted to have a career as well, like, and just don't, you should not feel guilty about that, right? You should have all the things in this life that God wants you to have, and we can do all these things without having to sacrifice our kids, right? And that's the next pain point too that comes up. That is a huge one. It's the fear of failing our children, right? We don't want them to struggle. We don't want them to have a hard time in life. We don't want them to end up. If you feel like you came, you barely holding on. You don't want your kids to be in that same situation, right? But here is the real, the real honest truth is that you don't ever fail your kids by trying. You don't ever fail them if you are continuing to try to make things happen for them. You fail them by letting fear stop you from trying to do for them, right? And we're not doing that into 2026. We're going to operate out of love and out of faith over fear. Okay? So, the truth, to break down the truth about mom skills and how they prepare you to be a phenomenal business owner and a phenomenal digital marketer. Because the reality is, us single mamas, we already have all the best business skills down already. We have to do these things day in and day out without even thinking about it, right? Let's talk a little deeper about it. So, budgeting, right? So if you don't get that budget right, something gonna get turned off. The lights, the electricity, the Wi-Fi, something, right? And then gonna be no hot showers, no hot water. The car might get snatched up. Gas may not be in the car to get you where you gotta get to go. So we got to stay on top of that budget, right? And again, it's just you, right? Single mom, doing it on your own. You gotta handle that stuff, right? Negotiating. These kids, I don't know about you, I got a future attorney down. Whenever I try to tell her no, she want to try to explain this to me, and it's like, girl, let it go, right? But I love that she has that fire in her, and she keeps me on my toes, right? 'Cause I gotta hold my own as well, so she don't be out of pocket. Time management, right? We have to be operations managers, schedulers, etc., to be able to stay on top of all the activities they got going on. If you have those type of busy children, or if you have a busy life yourself, right? My girls are doing sports, they're doing all the little clubs and the recitals and all the things, right? So we got to keep them things organized and on track and stay and operate just that way. That's what we gotta do, single mom. We gotta make sure we also the chauffeur to make sure that they get to those those meetings and practices and recitals and all those things, right? And then we have to be creative as well, right? Stretching the resources, the limited resources that we have sometimes requires some next level magician creativity and resourcefulness, right? And the reality is that we are magicians for real, for real. This is out here. We raising our kids well, and they thriving, and you doing it by yourself. You are a wizard. If nobody told you, you are a wizard. So anyway, but it's just that you're unrecognized, mama. That's it. You just unrecognized. What you need, maybe a little motivation, right? But also the main things that are needed is strategy and structure. So that is exactly why I joined the Mompreneur Method. That's exactly why I love the Mompreneur Method, because it provides that for me, right? It gives me the strategy and the structure that I need to continue to scale my business, right? So, and that's what it's built around. So let me just break down a few ways real quick that you've seen out here. I know you've seen out here moms out here making all kinds of money, all kinds of people out here making a killing and doing all these things, making this money. So you can do a few different things. You can do digital products, marketing digital products, right? Whether it's done for you already, done for you products, or products that you create yourself, right? You're talking about ebooks, you're talking about templates, planners, things like that. The products that are online, right? And that you can sell and sell and sell and sell and sell 100 times over while you're in your sleep without having to worry about having inventory to pack and ship and do all of that excessive stuff, right? It can just be done totally on the phone or on your device. The second way you people are making money out here doing in this digital space is doing content creation, right? Not huge influencers, not expecting all that, right? But just simple, value driven videos that lead people to a product or a resource, right? Something that helps to solve a problem for them. Number three is affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing I love because I love all type of girly things, right? Makeup, clothes, earrings, all those things. So I realized I was already doing affiliate marketing for free. So I was like, well, let's go and change that. Let's get this system in place. So I from now on can go ahead and do this and get paid to do these things, right? The fourth ways that people are making money online these days is doing online skills, right? Whether you're talking about admin work, customer service, editing, Canva designs, or just different things you can do from your phone, from your laptop at home in the comfort of your home, right? Number five is automation systems. AI is going crazy right now. And it's automations, right? It's all about automations. But we need these systems that work for us while we're sleeping, while we dead sleep, or whether we are in the middle of taking our kids to their soccer tournament or wherever it's going on with you, getting your feet done, whatever, right? We want those systems to be in place. They're constantly working for us in the background, like the best employees ever, without us having to constantly be worried about what they're doing. This is not the era of working hard. This is not that, right? This is definitely the era we want to work smarter and not harder. It's the digital wealth era, y'all, and it is coming. It's not coming. It's here. It is here. And we definitely want to be prepared, right? And the Mompreneur Method and community that is comes along with being and joining the Mompreneur Method is stellar, and they help you to keep you encouraged. They help you. We have weekly, well, yes, we have weekly faith centered mindset sessions where we sit with the creator of the Mompreneur Method. And she basically, she watches us. You connect yourselves as a community, and she's like, okay, well, I saw your video, and this might do this a little bit better, or this or whatever. And when I tell you how helpful that is, because again, I've had a few different courses, digital courses, trying to get into that space, and trying to ask a question either costs you money or it's hard to even get into contact with those people, right? With some of these people, with some of these courses. So having that dialed in connection time where we can again elevate, encourage, and lift each other up is key. It's everything. We have monthly digital marketing session trainings as well, and step-by-step tutorials that you can follow with zero experience, right? They're just plug and play, just YouTube videos, or if you will, just like you're watching right now, right? And the reality is that they have script libraries in there, templates, caption banks, all the things, literally all the building blocks that you need to start your business. It's a business in a box, if you will. And there's accountability and community support always available. Most of the time, it's the creator of the program. She's available, especially in those sessions. But outside of that, even she's just a text message away, so you can ask whatever questions are needed. And she just added a new Mama Bot into the training. I'm gonna show you in a minute, and to also answer all your questions and help guide you on the right path as well. And it is so phenomenal as well. One of my favorite things about it, it's really and truly a safe space and a healing place and a learning, growing, earning, balling environment where we're all moms. We all get it. We all get it. We all want to help each other win. At the end of the day, we are all part of a huge in a worldly community as well. But within this space, we're all in this thing together. And again, what makes it different is it's built by a mama, right? For mamas, because she knows what's required. She knows as well. We trying to get away from this hustle culture, right? It's like they trying to the economics trying to keep us going and pushing us to that. But at the end of the day, we know that as empresses and as mamas, as divine feminines, we should be attracting blessings and attracting opportunities and attracting wealth into our life, not having to hustle all day and night for it, right? And no guilt trips, right? We're not here to make each other, we're not here to put each other down. We are here to lift each other up and encourage each other so we can be who we need to be and we can pour into our babies and this next generation that's coming up behind us, right? So if you are listening and if you're feeling a little something going on, right? You're like, dang, I wanna hear more about this. I wanna learn. I wanna be part of this community as you should. As you should. I want you to check out my website. It's the link is in the description and as well as in my bio to my stand store. And I have a free digital pink print that gives you an introduction and just gives you a little intro, if you will, into some of the things that are going on in the mompreneur community, and how we can get you up in here so we can change 2026. It can be way better than 2025, way ever was. Right. So we want you to lock in your spot here in the method, the Mompreneur Method community, get you in here. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Send me a message in the chat. So before we wrap up, I just want to just kind of wrap up with a little bit of a prayer. I'll wrap this on up. And just a reminder, Mama, you are exactly where you're supposed to be right now. Excuse me. I'm drinking my little green drink. We're gonna get some more. Let me focus. You are where you're supposed to be right now. You're not behind. You're not broken. Your story is not over, right? You are not doing this all the way alone. Number one, first and foremost, God got you. God got you. He knows what's going on. He knows the desires of your heart. He knows where you're trying to go. He knows what you want. He got you. He knows what's going on with you. And excuse me, in addition to that, like I said, all the ladies in the Mompreneur Method, we all working together to help encourage each other. I'm definitely here and want to see you win and succeed, and want to help you get on the right path and stay there. And just remember, you are strong. You gotta be strong. Be a mom. That's after you raise kids, you have babies, and whatever. You talking about this stuff? This is light work. This is light work to nothing. Just know you got to be strong. And like I said, God will. He's not gonna put more on you than you can handle, more than you can bear. So he chose you, and I want you to remember that you are one of God's chosen, and that you're called, and that we love you here at the Digital Empress Lounge. So thank you for spending this time with me. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. Reach out to me on my Sandstore link is in the description and in the bio. I'm really getting tired. My brain is like shutting it all the way down right now. But I will be back on here tomorrow. It's Saturday. Thank you, Lord. And yeah, make sure that you follow me, subscribe. We're gonna get into it. 2026 is about to be so lit. I'm so excited. So have a great night, sis. Happy Friday.